This audio is brought to you by Be the Parenting app.
How do I teach my child not to back answer? It is important to understand the psychological reasons behind why a child back answers every time you tell him or her something. Whenever you notice that your child is back answering, the first thing to do is observe your own behavior with them. A child always models your behavior. Look for incidents or triggers which motivates them to back answer or not to listen to you. When you talk about your misbehaving child, look for any circumstances which they are not able to make you understand. Look for their requirements or their hidden feelings and emotions. Sometimes a child is unhappy because of some dispute with their sibling or friend and is unable to do anything about it or unable to talk about it. In that case, he may come to you and shower in his frustration in terms of back answers or misbehavior. Here, a child is either thinking of not reacting or is unable to express his feelings, and so this acted as one of the triggers to misbehave. As a parent, we usually command them to do certain things. We don't even try to understand their needs, their feelings and emotions. What would they appreciate? We just look at our perspective as adults and go ahead with it. So, the child can misbehave to prove his or her point. Sometimes they know that their behavior is not appropriate, but they would still continue to do so just to prove their point. Age factor plays a major role in understanding child's misbehavior or maybe back answering. If the child is too young, say 3 or 4 years, and is misbehaving, they might have some unmet needs. They are seeking your attention and trying to grab you more in this negative manner. The need could be as simple as sleep or hunger, but they don't understand themselves, so they are unable to convey it correctly. For a 5 to 8 year child, by misbehaving, they are trying to lure you or trying to bring your attention towards them. The reason could be lack of proper communication. You may feel that you talk to your child all day and night, but no. What you might be doing is just giving guidance and giving commands or pointing out their mistakes. For example, did you finish your work? Stop banging the door. See, you forget to flush the toilet. There is no communication. Communication means even you are listening to them rather than just giving commands or pointing mistakes or doing interrogation. Irrespective of age, communication is extremely important for your child. So rather than scolding, getting irritated, or upset with them, calm them down. Make them sit. First, lower down your voice. Ask them to talk to you in soft manner. If they feel that they are disturbed, ask them to calm down for a while and leave them for a while. Leave them with a calming thought. Give them time to reflect on their behavior. Don't start commanding or being their boss, saying, "Stop doing this. You can't do this to me." By doing so, you are giving them the image that it is okay to shout. It is okay to back answer. You don't want them to learn this from you, right? The behavior you want from your child should come first from you. If you feel you aren't giving enough space, give them space. If the issue is about giving time, give them enough time. Time here doesn't mean watching TV or playing video games with them. Giving time means planning an activity for spending quality time where you both are involved in the process. The child should enjoy that time with you. The child should enjoy being with you and communicating with you. Teaching them, making them learn, going on long drives would not count here. Before doing any activity for quality time, make sure your child likes it. Talk to them and know their viewpoint. What a child wants is to sit beside you, talk to you about their fancy ideas, wants you to hear their school and bus stories, their teachers' talks, and about all what is happening in their life. Usually, we tend to overlook this criteria wherein a child is having some issues outside the house, either in the school, with batchmates, with peers, or someone in the surroundings. Or there could be pressure of studies as well. Study pressure is not only during board exams, but it may be their own expectations towards their own selves. Just verbalize it, bring it to a point, explain them, and still, if they misbehave, try to find the root cause rather than just shouting back at them. For more insights, download Be the Parenting app. Thank you.